Good morning. My name is Tom. I come to you from Northern Maine. Well, today's going to be a little bit different. I expect to lose a couple of subscribers over this video. It happens every time we talk common sense. We start talking common sense, I always lose 3-4 subscribers, which is all right. If you bail on my channel over common sense, then you never was a subscriber to my channel in the first place. Maybe that's a good way to put that. You know, if you start talking common sense and you unsubscribe because of that, then I would say that's in your court, and you need to figure out what's going on in your life, that you need to bail because someone starts talking common sense. Common sense to me tells me that if you're not paying attention to what's going on right now around the world, you're living in la-la land. Now, I don't watch the news. I don't watch the news at all. And that's a crying shame. Because if you can hear some cooking going on in the background, that's because there is. I got chicken on here. What do I mean by what's going on? Well, right now we got the Ukraine thing going, but I just think that's the tip of the iceberg. And I'm not saying we're all going to go to hell in a handbasket here, or things are going to completely fall apart. But you need to be looking ahead right now. You need to be looking ahead a little bit, because there's things that can happen in this country that we're very vulnerable on. One of the things that I don't know very few people that have got a landline anymore. Everybody's walking around with a cell phone. And I'm just as guilty as you guys. That's nothing. We had a landline and we got rid of it just recently because, for one thing, it's costing us a lot of money and it wasn't being used. Was it like $75 a month or something like that? And wasn't being used because everybody calls a cell phone. So what can go wrong? And one of the things that we just capitalized on was, say a system gets hacked, your cell phone system gets hacked, which Russia is, and I got nothing against Russia. You know, I may be Putin a little bit, but who knows? But anyways, I don't want to get in that either. But all I'm talking about is, what are you doing here, back at home, to be thinking ahead just a little bit? What if they do hack the cell phones and shut them down? Or what if the cell phone companies, period, even in this country, what if the government officials, like in Canada, take all power? And what if they just plain shut the phone system down? Everybody worried about media, not getting the truth out of the media. And the media spreading lies. Well, they're spreading lies because you're listening. And they want you to go a certain direction. But what if they don't want you to communicate at all? You know, like they pulled the plug on them truckers. What if they don't want you to communicate at all? And what if the government comes in and just says, you know what? No more cell phone service for the next month. You're going to be in chaos because you can't get a hold of your family members. You can't make plans with others for anything because, I mean, they just throw you back into the dark ages where it was Pony Express and somebody running like the 26-mile marathon, running 26 miles to deliver a message and then running back to the village. Well, without communications, that's where you're at. So if you think you're not, well, you're living under the la-la land, and you need to come out from underneath your bush. Hello. If you have a calling to help support this channel, then check out my link right above my head, the Patreon channel. And for $5 a month, you can definitely help to push the message of the East Grand Woodsman channel. Everything about the great outdoors here in the state of Maine. And I will see you back in the video. If they shut down the cell phone service in this country, hey, I don't need to say much more than that. So I expect right now there's already a couple people clicking unsubscribe. Toodles. The other thing is, what about the power grid? Our power grid is very vulnerable to hacking. Everybody knows it. There's nothing new there. I mean, you have old technology, you know, if you don't invest in the, see, you got chicken. If you don't invest in making sure that your power grids and your businesses and your companies aren't hackable, which, to my understanding, most of them are vulnerable to being hacked. So if they come in and they hack certain ones, you know, they come in and they hack the water supply. Not going to affect me. I got plenty of water. And I got a bucket. But what if you live in town or you live in a city and the hackers turn off your water just to cause chaos? They're not after you per se, but it causes chaos. And with chaos, what you're seeing right now across the country, chaos comes, you're vulnerable. We're really vulnerable. And this is where I'm going to step in and say, all of you people that voted in this last election and voted for, you know, I don't got to tell you who, you ought to give yourself a big pat on the back. You ought to give yourself a big pat on the back because you got what you wanted. You got a ding-dong in the White House. And he's had a year to muck everything up. And if you don't think so, go to the fuel pump. Pump some gas. We haven't seen high gas prices like this since Obama. So all you guys that went out there and voted for this crap, go ahead. Pat yourself on the back. Because we're living through what you voted for. Period. More common sense. I know, common sense. Here. Let's throw it out the door. Because that's what we're doing. I do want to throw something in here. I'm going to keep this thing short. Watching Ukraine right now. Holy smokes. Now, granted, they're probably going to lose. But look at the grit that they've got. They're standing up. That little tiny country is standing up to Russia. You know, that's how this country was formed. A very small amount of people stood up to Great Britain. And at the time, Great Britain was the strongest navy in the world. And a few country people from the USA stood up and said, we want to be free. Look at the Ukrainians. That's what they're doing right now. They're standing up. They're standing tall. And they're fighting for their freedom. And in this country, how many clowns are fighting to throw our freedom away? You know, there's a way of turning the comments off on these videos. I'm not sure. I might turn the comments off on this because I really don't want to hear. I really don't want to hear any crap about this because this is just plain common sense. Men died. I think I saw a number. 400,000 men are in the big cemetery there in Washington. Is it Arlington? 400,000 men that died for our freedom. And we got people in this country that are fighting to throw it away. And in Canada, the same way. You got Trudeau up there. I think they call him Fancy Socks. You got him up there that's just trying to take over the entire country and going to tell you how it is. Well, that's going on here too. So every one of you that voted for that stuff a year ago, a little over a year and a half ago, go ahead. Take a bow. Pat yourself on the back. Because you threw common sense out the door. Men died for our freedom. I'm not sure we got a country that would fight for that freedom again. Not like they did when they went up against Great Britain. So if you see in this video the comments are shut off, don't think YouTube did it. I did it. But I really felt that it was important to do a video like this after watching the Ukrainian people fight for their freedom. And if you don't know what's going on in the world right now, don't be watching CBS. Don't be watching NBC. Don't be watching any one of them media. They don't work for you. They gave that boat up a long time ago. Get out there and search out the videos that are on YouTube that people are letting this stuff out and trying to get you little snippets of what's going on. Go there. Try to figure your news out that way, because you can't get it from the major media right now. Big tech. You can't get it from any of those. So take from that what you want to. But my hat is off to the Ukrainian people. And I really hope that they succeed. Have a cup of coffee. And think this stuff over just a little bit. Well, if I decide to turn the comments off on this video, what I want you to do is, if you approve of this video, if you like stuff that's in this video, hit the like button. You know, that's just as much of a statement as leaving a comment. The reason I might leave the comments off on this particular video is this is my soapbox. And I don't want to have to monitor the comments, have YouTube get a strike against my channel because of a bad comment. So if you find the comments are off, that's why, one of the reasons. But show me that you like the video, or show me that you like parts of this video by hitting the like button. And more than that, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. You know, one good reason to subscribe to this channel is that I'll tell you the way I see it. I don't sugarcoat anything in my life at all. So, you know, subscribe to the channel. Drown out the people that are going to unsubscribe from this channel. That's how it works. I got a number that comes with my video on my end. It'll show me 2 subscribers, 3 subscribers unsubscribed. But if you subscribe, then it'll go from 3 to 2. Or if 3 people will subscribe, it'll take them 3 and cancel out the 3 that unsubscribed. So that number fluctuates. You know, it's only one number, it's either up or down. But anyways, if enough people will subscribe, then it will cancel out. So the comments are going to probably be off on this, but don't be discouraged. If you agree with the video, hit the like button. Plain and simple. You know, if I get 400 views and I get 400 likes, that means just as much as 100 comments. Like I said earlier, you know, this is my soapbox. And I don't want people to use my comments as their soapbox on this particular subject. So, If you want to stand up on a soapbox in the comments, then be a creator, build a channel. Then you'll have your own soapbox. So anyways, you have a great day. Thank you for joining me for coffee on this, for me anyways. I think this is a pretty important topic. So have fun, and I will see you in the next video.